The mystery in the river terrifies scientists. Imagine walking along the riverbank, unaware that beneath the surface, secrets so strange and terrifying are lurking. They baffled scientists for years. From deadly creatures to bizarre disappearances, rivers hold more than just water. Stick around as we dive into the top 10 mysterious rivers that have left scientists shaking their heads and scrambling for answers. Some of these may even change the way you think about rivers forever. Are you ready to explore the unknown? Number 10. The Palcoyo River, Peru's Blood Red River. We are starting this list with a river that looks like something straight out of a horror movie. The Palcoyo River, located about 100 kilometers from Cusco, Peru, is famous for its scary red blood waters. During the rainy season, the river transforms into a vibrant shade of raspberry red, drawing tourists from all over the world. But you might be wondering, what causes this unnatural phenomenon? Could it be pollution, or is there something more sinister behind it? Well, the truth is, the Palcoyo River's unusual color is actually a result of nature. The river flows from the Rainbow Mountains of the Andes, an area known for its colorful terrain formed millions of years ago. The mountains are rich in iron oxide, which seeps into the water, giving it its red hue. Pretty wild, right? But here's the twist. While the river's vibrant color is a stunning sight, it's also a bit of a mystery. The phenomenon has occurred for centuries, and no one really knows why it's so concentrated during rainy season. Could there be more to the story than we are being told? Number 9. The Stone River, a river made of rocks. We now head to Russia to explore one of nature's most bizarre phenomena, the Stone River of Tagaray National Park. Now, don't get too confused. This isn't a river made of water, but rather a river made entirely of giant stones, stretching over 6 kilometers. These stone rivers look like something you'd expect to find in a fantasy novel. So, what's going on here? How can a river made of rocks exist? The Stone River, or Kurum, is formed when massive boulders break off from the mountain, creating a path of jagged rocks that flow down through the landscape. The rocks are so large, some of them weigh up to 10 tons. When you walk along the river, you can hear the sound of trickling water beneath the boulders, giving it a scary and almost mystical vibe. While it looks like a river, scientists aren't sure about the exact cause. Some believe that the Stone River is a result of a massive landslide from centuries ago, while others think it's a product of a sudden cooling of the Earth's crust. Either way, the spectacle is incredible. Number 8. The Hunger Stone, Message from the Past. These are called hunger stones, and they've been uncovered in rivers across Europe, revealing hidden messages from centuries past. The most famous of these stones is found in the Elba River in the Czech Republic, and it carries a haunting message: if you see me, weep. But what's so disturbing about these stones? Hunger stones were inscribed with warning during times of extreme drought. When rivers began to dry up, these stones would surface, and locals would carve messages into them, warning future generations that hard times were ahead. Back in the 1600s, for example, the droughts were so severe that they led to crop failures, food shortages, and famine. The inscriptions were a grim reminder that when the river ran low, so did the harvests. What makes this discovery so eerie is the fact that these stones have surfaced in recent years due to climate change. As the river levels drop during modern droughts, we're once again seeing these ancient warnings rise to the surface. It's a powerful reminder of how history, nature, and our environment are all intertwined in ways we're only beginning to understand. Number 7. The Bridge of Silence, the silent waters of the Rio Guabiar. In the heart of Colombia, there exists a river that's shrouded in mystery. A river that, for much of its length, remains eerily silent. The Rio Guabiar, once a bustling lifeline of the indigenous tribes and settlers, has earned a chilling reputation for an unsettling phenomenon, the inexplicable silence that sometimes falls over its waters. Local legends speak of the Bridge of Silence, a stretch of a river where the water's usual hum and flow suddenly cease. On quiet nights, people have reported that the water appears unnaturally still, with no sound and splashing or the usual river rush. Strangely, this silence seems to have an almost hypnotic effect on anyone who tries to cross or approach the bridge. People speak of feelings of dread, dizziness, and a strange compulsion to stay away. Scientists have speculated that this phenomenon could be due to a natural causes, perhaps certain geological formations or rare atmospheric conditions creating an eerie calm in the area. However, the local insists that the silence is tied to something more ancient, something that's been buried in the river's depths for centuries. Some even claim that the silence is a warning. Whenever the river falls quiet, it's the river's way of remembering countless lives lost during the violent periods of the country's history, particularly during the civil conflict. Number 6. The River of No Return. The Salmon River. The Salmon River, located in the rugged wilderness of Idaho, USA. It's called the River of No Return for a reason. This powerful and unpredictable river is known for its treacherous rapids, but there's something even more unnerving about it. The Salmon River has claimed many lives over the years, but it's not just the wild currents that makes it mysterious. There are countless reports of people going missing along its banks, people who vanish without a trace, only for their bodies to be found much later, sometimes miles from where they disappeared. Locals have whispered from decades about strange happenings near the river. Some say they've heard scary and weird whispers carried by the wind. Others claim to have seen mysterious lights flickering across the water late at night. But the most bizarre stories come from those who have traveled its depths. Many who ventured into the river's remote sections have reported strange, almost supernatural experiences. Some say they've seen figures in water, ghostly apparitions of lost souls. Others have felt an oppressive presence, as if the river itself is alive, watching and waiting. Number 5. The River Monster of the Amazon. Our list brings us to one of the most infamous river mysteries of all time. Though this one might sound a little familiar, it's the legend of the Loch Ness Monster, often thought to be hiding in deep waters in Scotland's Loch Ness. But did you know that strange, unexplainable sightings have also occurred in other rivers around the world? Now, let's talk about a similar mystery. This time, in the Amazon River, deep in the heart of South America. Over the years, there have been countless reports from locals of a creature called the boto, a river dolphin that some believe transformed into a human at night. But it's not just a dolphin myth. The boto is said to have the power to lure unsuspecting victims into the water, where they mysteriously vanish, never to be seen again. The creature is often described as having a seductive charm, appearing as a man dressed in white with a wide-brimmed hat, and then luring victims into the water before vanishing just as quickly as it appeared. The boto's legend has persisted for centuries, and it still sends a chill down the spine of anyone familiar with the mysteries of the Amazon River. Is this just a folklore, or could there really be something lurking in the murky waters of one of the world's most mysterious rivers? Number 4. The river that freezes in time. The Styx River, Alaska. In the rugged wilderness of Alaska, the Styx River flows through the breathtaking landscape of icy glaciers and towering mountains. But this river has a bizarre mystery that has confused scientists for many years. The water seems to freeze all of a sudden, defying normal expectations of river behavior. The Styx River is known for its seasonal freeze, but what's truly strange is the phenomenon where the water suddenly seems to stop flowing. In certain areas, particularly around the glacier terminus, the water can appear frozen solid during the summer months, even when the air temperature is well above freezing. This unusual occurrence is thought to be caused by the convergence of different glacial flows, which can create a temporary blockage in the river. The icebergs that break off from the glacier may also become trapped in the river, further obstructing its flow. Some locals believe that the river holds a deeper secret, one tied to the ancient ice and the stories of indigenous people in the region. While modern science offers plausible explanations involving ice and water flow, the Styx River remains an odd and scary place where nature's forces seem to pause, leading many to wonder if there is more to this frozen mystery than meets the eye. Number 3. The Cursed River of the Dead, the Rio Tinto. The Rio Tinto in southern Spain is a river that has earned a reputation for being cursed, and for good reason. Its waters run a deep blood-red color, resembling something out of a horror movie. But don't be fooled by its appearance. This river has a strange and dangerous past. The Rio Tinto isn't your average river. Its red color comes from high concentrations of iron and acid that have been naturally leached from the surrounding mountains over the thousands of years. But here's where it gets even more mysterious. The river has been linked to a number of unexplained events over the centuries. Some locals believe that the river is cursed, claiming that the water holds the soul of those who have died in its waters. Others have reported strange, unexplainable phenomena while visiting the river, from bizarre visions to the sudden disappearance of objects near the water. Scientists have speculated that the toxic nature of the river makes it a place where life cannot survive. And yet, against all odds, certain microbes thrive in these strange conditions. Whether it's a curse, a scientific anomaly, or something far more supernatural, the Rio Tinto remains a chilling and mysterious landmark in the world of strange rivers. Number 2. The River of Secret, the River Styx. Welcome to the River Styx, the most famous river of Greek mythology, often described as a gateway between the world of the living and the underworld. But while the Styx have long been the stuff of legends, there are stories that makes you wonder if it's based on more than just myth. According to ancient texts, the river is said to have the power to grant immortality. In the myth, gods like Achilles were dipped into its waters, making them invulnerable to mortal wounds. Except for one infamous heel. But is there any truth to the existence of this river? That's the big question. In modern times, some believe that the Styx might actually refer to a real-world river hidden deep in the Greek countryside. The river of Acheron, for example, shares many similarities with the Styx, including its dark, murky waters and eerie atmosphere. Some explorers have claimed to find locations that resemble the description of the Styx, where the water seems to flow unnaturally and carries an unsettling energy. While no definitive evidence have ever been found, the legends of the river Styx continue to captivate the imagination and fuel endless debates about what might lie beneath the surface. Number 1. The Phantom River of the Mississippi. Topping our list is the scary mystery of the Mississippi River, often called the Phantom River by those who have witnessed its unexplained phenomena. While the mighty Mississippi has long been a symbol of life and commerce in the United States, there are areas of it where something strange happens, something no one can quite explain. Every few years, the river seems to vanish in certain stretches, leaving behind vast expanses of dry land where the water should be. But what makes the river's disappearance so baffling is that it's neither related to drought nor natural damming. Instead, reports tell of entire sections of the river flowing backward, as if some invisible force is pulling the water upstream. Fishermen and locals who have ventured near these phenomena have claimed to have seen ghostly waves and strange ripples in the water where no wind blows. The phenomenon doesn't last long, but it leaves behind an eerie silence and confusion. Some say it's an optical illusion caused by the shift of the riverbed, while others speculate that it may be caused by underground caverns that temporarily alter the flow of the river. But whatever the cause, this eerie disappearance has never been fully explained, and it remains one of the strangest phenomena along the Mississippi. That's all for today. What do you think? Are all these natural wonders, or is there something more sinister lurking beneath? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the biggest mysteries are the ones we least expect.